Magdalena, Wolf of Coins. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have the pleasure to show to you a restoration of the Jerger Tarot de Besancon, which is done by Artisan Tarot 2024. It is a brand new deck and their offer, and they sent me this review copy for which I'm very grateful. Thank you, Artisan Tarot. I also received their new original deck, which is the Witch's Runes. I still need to look at these to learn what they are about, but the cardstock is wonderful as ever. If you've been following my channel, you have seen my review of the 1801 version of this deck by Yves Renaud. So this is more of a facsimile, a bit probably cleaned facsimile, so not exactly a facsimile, and this is a restoration. So I'll just quickly show you how this looks like. This is more like if you had the original cards with all their imperfect printing, but on a like a new cardstock, of course. So this is how this one looks like. If you are curious, I will link the review of this deck somewhere on the card or in the video description. And this one is restored, so look, the colors are even different. It's still the same pattern used for bookbinding purposes in the old times, it seems. But anyway, so this one was 1801, and this one is a restoration based on the 1820 to 1845 tarot deck. So it was digitally recreated by Krisztina Kondor with the assistance of William Rader. And these are people behind the Artisan Tarot. Where is my pointing chopstick? Oh, I have it here. Okay, so this is the info. If you'd like to pause and read more on it, you can do it now. So, size-wise, let's see. Wait. It is a bit different in proportions to the other edition that I have. So it's a bit wider and shorter. So as you can see, these images are perfect, like made in a computer, not in wood. In a wood, like the lines are not created by cutting a woodcut, but this is done by modern technology, so you won't find like things being uneven and colors bleeding out of the line art. So this looks like it would if the original creator could probably do it by hand, like paint it by hand. It would probably look more like this, whereas the original decks from 17th to 19th centuries, they used stencils, a stencil for each color. So as you can see, the color bleeds out of the shapes created by the line art. And what else can I say? As usual with Artisan Tarot, the cardstock is a masterpiece. It's just, oh, it's so wonderful. has a linen finish. The cards don't stick to each other, but at the same time they do not have glare, so they are so good for your Instagram pictures, and they shuffle really nicely. I will show you later once I'm done with these. And yeah, let's look at the cards. So I was so happy when I learned that they are recreating this deck, because it's an awesome deck. It is so much fun. Like, for example, here, Le Battleur, so the juggler, has a card, like a playing card on his table with a little heart in the middle and various utensils here. Then what is typical of the Besancon tarots, instead of the Papesse and the Pope, which were like religion-related figures, we have, well, it's also religion, but older and irrelevant in the times this was created. So from what I read here on this card, the most notable difference with the Chart de Marseille is the replacement of the Papesse and Pope with the Roman gods Juno and Jupiter. Experts believe these figures were changed to prevent offense in regions with diverse religious beliefs. So some people did not like the Pope being on a deck used for gambling, probably. So we have Juno here. She's very happy, and she has peacocks because they are her emblem and like her animals. And then your regular Empress. What is also special about this deck, each card with a person on it has the name of the card maker on it. So I mean, this emperor, his head is so weird. Like it is this small, so he lacks brain, which is not good for an emperor. And then he has this fringe growing out of his hat. This is amazing. Yeah. There is Jupiter with his thunderbolts and his eagle. He's on a cloud. So as I was saying when I was doing the previous review, it's actually, if you are one of those people who are triggered by Christian symbols and such, this is actually, but you still would like to use a historical deck, the Besancon decks might be something for you, because you have Greek gods here. Then there is this ladybug style Puto, Amor, oh, Cupid. I call him Cupid in English. So, I don't know, they are just so funny. This deck is really such a gem because both, like, the colors are pretty intense for a Marseille / Besancon deck. Plus the characters are really funny. And they, like, it is one of those decks that you are not sure what each element is, really. Is it a chair? Is it a wing? Why is this like shaped like this and not like this? Very strange. Oh yeah, another weird head. And we have Capucin. So monk from this order, instead of your regular hermit, but he basically looks like a hermit. He's just has a different title and no hair here. Then the Wheel of Fortune, and like on many Tarot de Marseille decks, we see like really not perfect spelling, some letters in the mirror reflection, stuff like that. It's pretty funny. And yeah, and this creature here, which I'm still not sure what it is, because man, who knows? Some say it's a sphinx, but is it really? We just know it has a crown. Okay, then we have Force. And she's very troubled with this line on her forehead. And the Hangman with blue hair. Yeah, this one is one of the funniest death cards I've ever seen. Like, look at this. Of course, it's not funny when it turns up in a reading, but still, the image is hilarious. Plus, I find it pretty how we have this, like, I don't know, light, this glare here. I had to check on the reproduction version, so there isn't such a light on my copy. However, maybe there was something on those copies that the authors saw in the museums. So interesting. Temperance. Oh, my beloved devil. He's just so hilarious, and his little minions. These are not people. These are really like his little devils. Gorgeous. So this blue is more of a muted blue, grayish blue, while in this version it's more bright. I kind of like this blue, but of course it's very individual. I'm sorry I'm laughing so much, but look at the sun. It's just so content. Oh, I've ruined their building. And there is this funny door with a moon face. And what's this? Actually, now that I have a cat, this reminds me of one of her toys. Like, you would adjust a stick here and she would follow this tail and catch it. Very interesting. Star. So again, we have these gorgeous, like, shading here and here. In the reproduction, we see that there are two colors. So, like, two stenciled were used. But when these cards were made, the technology didn't allow really for shading. This is something what the Japanese did really, really extremely well. They were able to do like gradients. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Gradients with the colors, whereas with these cards, it was just each color had to be very visibly separate. So yeah, this is nice. This looks nice. Then the moon with weird flesh-colored blobs in the sky. And the standard crayfish. And it's like en face, like it in Tarot de Marseille type 1. Then we have these people here. Again, I think in my previous review I said this is the ugliest sun card sun face I've ever seen. I concur. This is extremely ugly. I don't know why people would think the sun should look like this. I mean, the sun is nice, isn't it? Well, in this card, Judgment, we have a really content lady. And sorry for the noise. This is my cat. My cat just entered the room. You can hear her. She chats a lot. In the world with these adorable, adorable flowers. And they really look like the flowers on the coins cards. This eagle is such, like, he's so sassy. And the bull, I mean, what? And I don't even know what this is. Like, where is the mane? Like, is it bald? I don't know. It's just hilarious. I love these. Okay, so we got to the swords. And they are very, very neat. And we start from the 10. But they are not perfectly perfect, if you know what I mean. It's done so that it's not exactly symmetrical, like this shape, for example. So it still has a bit of this, like, rusty charm of the old decks. Oh, I love this one. This looks like a pomegranate. 5. Or a huge tulip. I don't know what these are. Do you have any, like, an idea what these could be? I don't know. 2 of swords. Oh no. My cat was just scratching on my blanket. Yeah, and the lovely Ace of Swords with a lot of branches and an additional one here. Now she's entering my drawer. Goodness. Okay, so we have the Valet, the Knight, the Queen, and as I mentioned before, the Queens are actually standing in this deck. And lastly, the King, who is allowed to sit down. Then the batons. They are not colored in this deck. I mean, they are white in this part. Look at this detail. These are fat, fat flowers with sturdy stems. And then intriguing Ace of Batons, because there are like random branches here, but what is this? I mean, how? What? Why is it hanging here? Maybe someone is drying herbs or something? I don't know. This is a very weird valet. His one arm is growing out of the other. I cannot explain it any other way. Look at that. So weird. Weirdly curved horse of the Cavalier of Batons, because we see the butt and we see the front, so it's like it's turning really hard. And there is like green grass underneath. And there is the Queen of Batons. She's very like covered, and her stick is very straight. And the King with tiny little mustache. Or maybe this is not a mustache. Maybe this is just like facial lines or something, because It's similar to what the sun has. And I haven't seen the sun with a mustache, I think. But I might be wrong. Then we go to the cups. 9, 8, 7. So here we have the design like Inter de Marseille. Oh, this looks gorgeous. This shading here. This is lovely. And there is a funny little face. And the heart. 3 and 2. So it was made in Besancon. And these, who knows what they are, but again, hilarious. This reminds me a bit of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Then the Ace of Cups with lovely additional like flowers and grasses. This is, it looks like the Ace of Cups and the Claude Bourdelle deck, I think. And then the Valet. So here he has like laurel leaves, not flowers. This one, I mean, how, like he would have to sleep in rolls to make it so. Wow. Oh, she's so funny. This looks a bit like the headdress from the Queen of Hearts, well, which matches. She is the Queen of Cups from Alice in Wonderland. And lastly, the King. Well, this checkered pattern. And then the coins or deniers. So this is like a Tarot de Marseille plus, a bit changed. And it has here this creature, a bit similar to the person on the world card and holding a snake. There's the 3. This is really gorgeous. Normally we would have the name of the maker and the place here, but here we have these diamonds. Very pretty. Oh, and a gorgeous ace. Okay, and the Valet. The Knight. Oh, normally we would have this underground, but here it's just here. Here is just here, yeah. Very eloquent of me. The Queen. Oh, she's kind of like maybe reclining a bit, but not really. She's standing / sitting, because there is a chair, but she looks like she's standing more or less, but who knows what this is. Yeah. And the King, also with a checkered pattern here. And this is how it all looks like. Now how it shuffles. Oh my god, these are so wonderful. I mean, bad cardstock can really like influence your pleasure with reading the cards. It's just so awful when you have to painstakingly like sticking them out from each other. What did I just say? Like try and make them move around. That's what I meant. So yeah, these are the cards. Let's pull some cards I'll just not pull from the top because they are not mixed enough, but let's see, what message could we get today? Just pull 3 at random. Okay. I like this pink. It's really nice. Okay, so, oh, it's the star. How lovely. One of my favorite cards. And as the 4 of Swords and the 2 of Coins. So, since I've been gardening recently, I see her like watering seeds that first grow inside the earth, like underneath the soil, and then after some time they are ready to go and act in the world. So this is also can be a metaphor for us, that we need to water our like ideas, our ideals, and maybe not rush to show them off, to show them to the world too early. We need this time of incubation so that this, like, the idea can get clear enough for us, can get strong enough for us, and only then can we start moving and expressing it to the world. Let's see what's underneath. Oh, it's the King of Batons. As I'm a writer, I always see him as a writer because he looks like he's writing with this spiky end here. So, this sounds like a message for me. But if it was not a writer, if you're not a writer, this is also about learning. Okay, my cat is walking on something noisy, sorry about that. Before you let your plans, ideas out into the world, you need to be certain of your position, hold your tools firmly, meaning understanding what it is you want to obtain, what is your goal. Be sure of yourself, like he's the king, he's sitting on his throne, right? And yeah, and look to the future. Don't be trapped in the things that are past, but look into the future. So this is the message from the Jerger Tarot de Besancon by Artisan Tarot. Please let me know what you think about this deck. I really love it. I love the cardstock. I think that it is a pleasure to work with such cards, and I appreciate Artisan Tarot for knowing how important, for our understanding how important the cardstock is. I'm not joking. I have some decks that I just don't ever use because the thought of like hurting my hands with it or having troubles like fanning the cards or simply shuffling, it just puts me off. So yeah, love this deck. This is one of the coolest decks actually I own, in 2 versions now. So please let me know what you think. For some unknown reason, my video just, like, my camera just stopped recording. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like and consider subscribing to the channel, because that's how my channel can grow. And if you would like to show me your appreciation in another way, there is a possibility to buy me coffee from now on, so you can also do that. And yeah, please share any comments and which version of the decks you would enjoy more, you think. Also, those gold things on one of the cards, if any of you have any idea what it might be, I would be happy to hear your theory. And have a lovely day. Bye.